Hi everyone, Messicoda back again with another live dev interview, this time with BaldinoBoy, the creator of the Tropical Forest Pack. This was taken from my live Twitch stream, or the w's.twitch.tv/themessicoda, where every Fridays and Saturdays you can catch me having fun playing games, teaching you how to make your own games, and interviewing amazing developers like BaldinoBoy, who is a wonderful artist, making all of his stuff in Blender and getting it into Unity with the custom tree importer. Well, sit back, enjoy, and I will see you all in a second. Hello? Hello, Mr. BaldinoBoy.
How you doing today?
I am not bad. How are you doing? Can everyone hear him okay? This is BaldinoBoy. I didn't realise how long you've been going for quite a while on the asset store, haven't you?
Yeah, for some time. Yeah, on about, I think I started about 2015 with the coconut palm tree pack.
Coconut palm tree pack. So,
yeah.
Hang on, let me find that. If I type in, hang on.
I'm actually going to be...
Tropical. If I have to go first to your tropical forest, then I click on your name. There you go. So, you're number 3019. Oh, good, but not as good as 408 like Lars. Coconut palm tree pack.
he's a show off.
He is a show off. $5.
Yeah, I'm actually going to be making it free. I just submitted the thing because it's been up for a while. I haven't really done much with it, and it was kind of like a setup for the Tropical Forest Pack, so it's going to be free shortly.
That's all. Hang on, we've got 5 seconds of an intro for your video. That's how you pad out a video. So is this using the custom tree importer? Or is this?
No, this was on before the custom tree importer. I used the tree creator for that. I did make a version for AFS using Lars' AFS tool, so someone can use them with a AFS simple tree, which looks a lot better. But it was made with the tree creator, which I had a lot of fun with at the time. But like you and Lars were talking about, those branches, the separation.
That's what makes it obvious that it's made with Unity. No, yes, that's part of the character. That's what makes it special.
Yeah, that's true. We should probably all go back to it then.
Dear God, no. Alright, so Tropical Forest Pack. I was watching the video, on the asset store. And I was very critical, saying, look at this is all just post-processing effects that makes it look nice. But when I loaded up the demo scene and I went to fly camera, there's nothing on there. So I was looking around, because normally people just have the broken asset here from the post-processing, and then you need to import Unity's post-processing, and then they apply but you didn't actually. This isn't with. You've made this nice without the post-processing. So I have to hold my hand up and take it back. That, maybe I might have been wrong on that one.
Well, with the video on, not the setup video, but the advertisement one, there was a lot of post-processing, and I actually hate using it, but I guess so much critical people like, oh no, you got to use post-processing. It looks like crap. You gotta, but I'm like, because default in like Gamma especially, it does look pretty bad, but I think anything does. But yeah, in linear, it should look, I think anything should look fine without a bunch of effects thrown on it, and I prefer it that way.
Well, that is what makes it different to CryEngine and Unreal, in that sometimes you do need to, until 2018 comes out and everything's over on the GPU and the world is a happy place. We do have to do these little things. Right, talking about moving from Gamma to linear. So what do I need to do to set up this demo scene to make it sexy?
All right. So right now you would need to switch to deferred and linear. And when switching to deferred, it'll be the same deal with on ATG and AFS using the CTI deferred. So you'd load the diffuse deferred and the reflection deferred. Um, and then I actually have post-process already set up on the forum, which you can download. But, you could use any post-process effect and just throw it on there, and, it'll look shiny. But yeah, if you just wanted it in here, you just switch it to linear and deferred. Although I don't think deferred changes anything, just makes it run a little better.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Just a follow coming. I didn't see the name. I was too slow to see the name. So, since you've been going since 2015, what's your background in? So you're a 3D artist? Are you by trade? Is this a hobby?
And I started this when I was like 18. I was stuck at home. I was very sick, and I found UDK on, Unreal Development Kit.
Yeah.
And I just got into it. At that point, I just loved the development aspect. And I never really, I did a lot of self-learning on YouTube for 3D work. And I really got into modeling nature by actually on Lars. He has a little tutorial. I think it's still on there too for the tree creator. And I really got into it by following it. And that's how it basically went in.
Someone's asking, is the stream lagging? Is the stream lagging, guys? It might be my PC because it's trying to. I seem to have crashed as I'm going through the Sunset Skybox HDR, processing the cube map at 83%. Okay, no, it's lagging. It's lagging for everyone. Yep, I think my computer's decided to die, and it's caused everything to lag horrendously. Nice. Oh no, here we go. It's woken up again. So hopefully everything should go back to normal very soon. So getting into, for one thing, getting into Unity, but then jumping straight, skip 260 frames, bloody hell, into being an asset store developer with your coconuts. Why, man? Why? Was it just for squits and giggles, or was this like, the plan to become the Unity millionaire?
No, it was out of boredom, for fun, and also, some money, I mean, the idea, even though I put that pack on for like $5, and in its lifetime, I probably made like $500 from it.
Oh, nice.
But, it's $500.
Yeah, don't say no to that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just something. And it's still stuff, something I want to work at. Of course, life kicks in once you're not 17 anymore, and it's gets crazy, so you don't have as much time. But yeah, I got into it for the fun of it, and also for some money to become the Unity millionaire, like as you say.
Well, to be fair, I mean, I've spoken to a few people about tropical forests, and a lot of them look nice-ish, but when you get down to it, they just look like plastic crap. And is Antonio still in chat? Somebody give a shout out to Antonio if he's still in chat, because I was umming and ahhing about what to get, and I'm MK. I don't know, as it just feels like his stuff looks really beautiful in the videos, but once you get your hands dirty, his performance is crap. There's weird bugs in it on his older stuff, and then he doesn't update them. So I didn't know what to do, and then Antonio says, check this guy out, and I was like, what? Who's this? And I looked at the video and I went, well, this is obviously fake. This is too good. This looks too good to be true. Let's drop in the guy. So this is basically, you've done this with the custom tree importer, which, by the way, Lars says a lot of the features of CTI are specifically down to you.
I bugged him a lot.
So we've got you to thank for
Yeah, I
that.
would. Yeah, I would message him with a lot of requests, and within like a couple days, he'd be like, "Oh, here you go. I added it." So like, "Oh, thank you, Lars."
So thank you very much for keep bugging him.
Yeah.
I,
Oh yeah, he. I wouldn't have been able to do this pack if it wasn't for custom tree importer in general, but especially with the 1.1 update on it just looks a million times better than it did before. The original version was just using a tree creator like shader, so it didn't look like this. But when he released the custom tree importer 3, it was able to get a lot better.
to be honest, this getting this basically has this makes me want to make a game set in the tropics because it's just so beautiful. It's nuts. But it doesn't. You said it supports advanced foliage shader, but it doesn't have the touch bending and stuff on these because of what colliders. I mean, why can't I push this over?
Well, it doesn't include AFS right off, of course, but also yes, it is using the terrain. They need to be game objects
Yeah.
with the sphere and everything set up. I'm not sure. I don't think I set up the. Actually, I might have. Yeah, I actually think I did. I believe I already have AFS prefabs with the sphere set
Oh,
up.
okay.
So if you do have
I
AFS,
did. I've
you
installed it
can
to this.
drop them
Yes,
in.
I did. Let's do this. Let me add the touch bending on listener. Okay, cool. Which folder
I
will we
also
go
added
in?
on ATG. Oh, okay. On prefabs
Yep,
and ground cover,
yep.
and then there's an AFS on underscore ATG folder,
Found it.
and in that, then you can see the AFS prefabs, which, yes, thank God, they do have the sphere collider set up. Of course, I wasn't able to put the touch or the player listener script on it.
Yeah.
Or, I forgot. I wasn't able to include that, but all you have to do is move that script on there and walk into it.
Here we go. So what is next? What are you working on next, man?
I actually am working on a couple things. A Midwest 3D pack on, you know, kind of like a Yellowstone kind of look.
Oh, no
Um,
way.
yeah, and also my own area, which I live in Tennessee, so it's like a deciduous forest, pretty thick forest. I've been photo scanning for 2 years now. You know, trees, rubble, everything. I have like a huge library of photo scan assets. I just need to process them and, you know, put them into Unity.
When are we gonna get our hands on that?
I don't know. I'm very slow, as anybody who follows my work knows. It takes time for me to get stuff done on, a full-time job, and then it takes a lot of time. But I would love to by the end of the year to get a deciduous forest or the western pack out.
I've just gone and ruined your everything.
Also, I'm still updating this pack. Oh, sorry.
What? Okay, why am I not? Oh, because I don't have the. It's got the CTI deferred on. Was that the one that might make any difference? Would it?
What's wrong?
I'm not bending.
Did you put the script on the model?
Yeah, I think I did. It puts the script on the model. Yeah, I did. That film
And you
has
put
ruined
it
my
as a
life.
game object, right?
There you are.
Sorry about that.
That's why you buzz away.
Check. Yeah, check the model real quick. And also, you probably have to add the setup AFS script to the scene.
Ah, okay.
Oh, I know. I know probably what the problem is on the shader.
Yeah,
probably needs to be
exactly.
applied because I can't. Yeah, I can't include the shader either. Unfortunately, when you're set up for third-party stuff, you can't include anything to make it easy. Yeah, so you need to change the shader. Hopefully the texture will still be applied.
Do I drop? See,
Hey.
I've never actually played with AFS other than these demo scenes. Do I need to drop something into the scene, like an AFS controller?
Yeah, yeah, set up AFS. You could probably just do a search. I think he already has a prefab. Do a search in the project.
This one? Just drag it in.
Oh, you got it?
There you go. I'm an idiot. Okay, obviously I'm just breaking your entire project. It is in there. Somebody who knows what he's doing can set this up. The guy doesn't have too much credit and time on his phone. I'm calling him on his Skype call, on his Skype phone, because I am cheap, and I'm not using my own money to phone this guy up. I do apologize. All right, I will go back to. I've just broken everything.
No, and also you have to apply the shader. Right now it's just a standard shader. So for the you can find the ground cover AFS material and just change it to the AFS foliage model shader.
So man, this tree is beautiful. What the hell? This does not feel like I'm inside Unity. So how long until
like
we
you said, that's a good saying.
It is a good thing. Okay, I've just gone and hang on, breaking everything. So, tell me again what I need to do.
I need to make a video.
You do. Okay, what do I need to do?
Find the material for those models and change the shader to AFS and enable touch bending.
Where did I stick this one? Here we go.
Oh, I see. I'm watching the stream, and it's like it's delayed a bit. So I was wondering what you were doing because you were looking at the tree and asking me about the shader.
If I share my I'll share my screen with you. That will make things a lot easier.
Yeah, yeah.
Here you go, bud. There you go. Now you can see
Thanks.
what I can see. There you go, bud.
There we are.
There we are. Okay, so here's your funky fern. Let's look at stop clicking on the terrain.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? Here you go. This one here. Banana plant cover AFS. So here's the.
Yep. So.
All right. So I need to add.
Yeah. So change that shader.
Okay.
No, you don't have to add anything.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
yeah, you could add this. You have to add the script. I'm sorry, but yeah, change the shader to AFS, and it should be just foliage model or
Here you go.
foliage shader.
Lovely. Here we go. Now it's flipping about.
Oh, cool. Yay, the map applied. Cool. I
Wicked.
was worried about that.
And then
Oh yeah, you probably have to lower the turbulence. I don't know why it's going so crazy.
AFS foliage tool.
Oh no, you don't need the foliage tool.
Okay.
Just the player listener.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
it the
done
player listener or the
Yeah, the player listener on the player bloke. And
Oh no, on the model too. You need the
touch.
what's the touch bending? Is it the touch react? I always forget which one is it that.
You're asking me.
I haven't used. I
love
haven't
how
been
you
able
think
to
You
use.
think I've got a clue of what I'm doing? No, this is Vegetation Studios.
Oh, okay. Maybe put.
You're
Yeah, I guess go to the AFS.
You're in trouble if you're asking me stuff. Collision. Okay.
Touch bending collision. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. I don't know why the branch is bending so crazy. Hopefully the others are working okay.
Right, which one did I put it on?
I think that one you're just on. There you go. The
There you
banana plant next to you. No, the banana plant to the right there. That's the one you have it
Oh,
on. Yep. Jump on it. You could see it react a little stronger.
jump on it.
That's what I always do to make sure it's working.
Well, needless to say, I've gone and ruined your scene, but it does show how, if you know what you're doing, how quick and easy it is to add AFS to your existing prefabs that you've added into this package. So
Yeah, I'll
you
make a video so it'll be simpler
it
because
also
it
works
is,
with
there are a few things.
Vegetation Studio as well, doesn't it?
Yes. Yeah, and also the plants work with Instance and Direct for Vegetation Studio. So they perform quite a bit better than just regular instance models.
Oh man, you need to pull your finger out and finish your other stuff that you're working on. The fact that you've only got one asset like this on the store makes me want to slap you with a wet fish.
Nice, thank you. No, this one, actually, I look back at this pack and it's quite. I love it. Love it, but I'm very critical of my work. It's just I wasn't able to get a lot of these assets myself. There's only a couple of photo scan models and a couple materials, but with my future packs, they're going to be quite a bit better than this.
What? Quite a bit better
Because
than
this is very. When I go back, I love the Tropical Forest pack. When I go back to it, I just feel like it's extremely outdated already. Because you look at something like, on the Book of the Dead. And I know this is, I'm not
Yeah, no, you can't compare what
sounding
you
horrible,
did.
like
You
I'm not
can't.
advertising.
Book of the Dead is like, well, you mean you're not advertising? This is a perfect opportunity to be advertising stuff. But
No, no, no. I'm saying I'm not advertising. I'm putting my work down. But yeah, I know the Book of Dead's big project and
but it's
everything. But
cheating. Book of the Dead's cheating.
yeah.
Like Lars was saying, the grass are little baby trees.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? That it looks beautiful and everything, but okay, you're not making a game out of it.
Yeah. But I believe I've already started on my next pack, and it's going to look like Book of the Dead, but perform like, you know, it should in a game. Basically, that's what I'm going for with this next pack.
You what?
Because it's going to be photo scan, and it's going to be really like even with the leaves that I'm shooting right now, because I'm shooting everything myself. I'm not getting anything from online or anything. I'm using a method called cross polarization to get the leaves. So I'm actually getting like pure PBR specular, kind of like how Megascans does on how they do their work.
I was going to say that
So
even
it's
this
gonna.
just feels mega scansy. So you're saying the new stuff you're doing is even better.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. When I love this pack. When I look back at it, it feels very outdated already. So, I am going to actually update the Tropical Forest pack more. I'm not, I always update my work. I'm not going to leave it and let it die. But future packs will look a lot better because they'll be nice and fresh. So I'm really looking forward to getting those out.
Is it a 2018 unit? As in compatible with Unity 2018?
Yes. It even works with you could see one of awesome. I don't know if public knows his name, but I think they do. Leonard's,
Yeah, everyone knows his name by
Vegetation
now.
Studio. Okay, yeah, I just want to make sure. On Leonard's work, he has a video showing the global illumination on the instance models, and that's this pack. So it works with Vegetation Studio in 2018 with all the features. I don't think the ambient loaded in yet.
Yeah. Baked. Paused in play mode. Do apologise.
Fine. One thing I'm jealous of is on HDRP, the what do you call it? The sky occlusion. Did you see that in the video?
No, I'm trying to avoid looking at anything to make me wish that I could do this stuff and then find out that it's not actually usable for anything yet.
Yeah, basically that's where I am right now because it would make this look so much better, but it's only for HDRP, which doesn't support it, unfortunately.
Man, I cannot believe you're saying that this this is not good enough.
I love it. Don't get me wrong. I think it's really good, and I'm very critical of my work, and I'm very happy with it. But there's a lot that can be improved, and
Somebody in
I
chat
think I
give me an
still will.
exclamation mark tropical. I think I saved you that. This is how much I love this that I saved you the exclamation mark tropical just for you. Could have used it for somebody else, but no, I gave it to you. Man, this, I mean, it's a sad story about you starting because you weren't well and you were bored, and that's why, that, the little mini violin comes out. But what you managed to do, you know, this is, man, um, I have no use for this in a game. This is my problem. I'm not making this kind of theme, but the new stuff that you're doing, I will have use for, and I need it. I need it in my
Yeah,
life.
Western.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. The best Wild West game ever made in the history of mankind.
Nice. That's a good plan.
Yeah, hell yeah. And I didn't even have the
Well,
right
I'll let you know.
shader on when I was just playing the scene. Now I've put the right shader on. It looks even better.
Oh, you had the reflections on the deferred?
I had the AFS rather than the CTI stuff. So your trees.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, the AFS on deferred shader he made, it's very, I forgot what he calls it, but you have to be looking at the sun to see the translucency. So I prefer the CTI because it's a lot smoother.
My God, man, look at this tree. So this is all done in Blender.
Oh, that tree, that was many sleepless nights.
Tell me about this tree. Tell me the story of this tree, because I haven't got you for long. So give me this tree story, because this tree looks epic.
It was on, it's an original model. It was actually one of the first models I've ever modeled. Um, Basically just loaded in Blender, and originally it was just the tree itself. It didn't have all the hanging vines and everything. So it looked very boring. So I added all the hanging vines, and it took probably, uh, man, I would say probably at least 80 hours to get
Wow,
that tree working. But like I said, it was like one of my first models, so I was very slow.
man, this is one of your first ever models.
Yeah.
You make me want to hate you. I mean, okay, this is just insane, man. And this is really good wood. Wow,
Thanks.
man, you need to just get more assets out here. I
Oh, I
rarely.
want to.
Oh man, I'm supposed to be like, all neutral and all professional and stuff. That doesn't work with me. If I like something, I'll tell you. If I think it's shit, then I'll say it to your face. Um, yeah, I need more stuff in my life, dude. Oh wow. Yeah, if anyone hasn't already checked out BaldinoBoy's asset, he's one big asset on the asset store because he's lazy. Takes 80 hours making one tree. Check out the Tropical Forest Pack on the Unity asset store. Don't forget to click my affiliate link and not somebody else's. You know who you are in chat for clicking other people's asset store link, giving them all your juice instead of me. My kids need to eat too, so click on that asset store link, buy this Tropical Forest Pack. Even if you have no use for it in your life, like I do, you need it because it just looks so damn beautiful. Man,
I get a lot of people tell me that, like, I'm never gonna be able to use this, but I got it because I just want it.
yeah, this is what Antonio was
And
saying
I'm
to me.
like, that's not very good. You need to use it.
No, just there's a lot of us that have got an asset store addiction. We just, like I was saying, I've owned AFS for longer than I've had children, and like this week was the first time I've really used it. The behavior designer was the first ever asset I ever purchased, and I only used it when I did a tutorial last month. That's how bad I am.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm a pretty awful human being.
Well, I'm like that with Playmaker. I bought Playmaker like what 3 years ago, and I haven't opened it.
Really, you'd love it. I
Yep.
actually did a entire tutorial series on how to make a survival game using Playmaker. Um,
I have it saved for when I ever do open
oh,
it.
you'd
I
like
have
it.
that
It's
tutorial.
so nice. Uh, and I lost my hard drive and I lost everything of all my Playmaker stuff. I lost my NAS, so all my
Oh,
Playmaker things I lost everything, all my projects, everything. Um,
oh, that's awful.
yeah,
Sorry.
no, I blame my kids and my wife. There was a thunderstorm, and the UPS was oh no, it was before I even had the UPS, and the NAS was just flipping on and off, on and off, and she just didn't bother disconnecting it, and then she complained that the UPS, she got bored after a while of it making noise every time there was the power went out, that she unplugged it because
Mm.
she just got bored. And we're like, what do you mean? Eventually, you're supposed to unplug it immediately, and that was it. NAS was dead. And then my
Oh
kid
no.
decided to pull as I was doing the backup for the external hard drives, he pulled the cable, pulling them off the shelf as they were writing
Oh,
data to the hard drives. And my wife just looked at me and said, "What did you expect, leaving a cable dangling in front of a like a toddler?" Like,
God.
like
I think she
that.
might just be getting back at you for looking at nude women on Turbo Squid.
This is the thing. This was before I even looked at the nude ladies in Times Square, and that wasn't even my fault. That was accidental. I was
Sure,
actually. The
sure.
thing is, I had my hand covering the screen, thinking that would stop it being on the stream. That's how bad it
Oh
was.
man, that's funny.
Oh, okay. So I know that time is limited. I mean, I don't know how much more time I've got of peeking into your brain. So after, just for those who may have missed, who were coming in late, because we have a couple of people just popped in. So do you need CTI to make the scene look like this? You need CTI for the shader. Yes.
No,
If
you don't.
no, oh, have you got?
No.
Hang
It
on.
on with his permission, of course. It includes everything that's needed to make it look like that.
No way.
Yes, this is the default scene if you had CTI installed or not.
You're kidding me.
No.
Damn it. See, guys, you need to buy this for that alone. This is just, oh, this gets better. This is the gift that keeps on giving. So you buy this, and it has everything you need to make it look sexy out of the box. The only thing it doesn't have is the AFS scripts. If you wanted the AFS touch blending and
Yes,
things.
that is extra.
Yeah. But you do
Mm.
have the prefabs included.
For AFS, ATG, and also a special prefab folder for quick using in VS or Vegetation Studio.
Man. So what have you? So let's recap. After you've got this out, next thing with your trusty camera, you've been out in the wilderness for the last 100 years taking pictures.
Yes, 150 actually. Yes.
So when are we expecting the was it Yellowstone? What?
Yeah, the Yellowstone, it's a little harder because I am trying to only create what I can photograph, and I haven't visited Yellowstone yet. I do plan on visiting within the next year and just basically photo scanning Yellowstone. But on right now, it's priority on the deciduous forest, on which will have things you can use like rocks and pines and stuff. Lots of photo scan materials, but on yeah, be mostly eastern U.S. kind of forest, and that I'm trying to get by the end of this year. So like December or something. I'd love to have it out.
Well, that's what. Okay, you've got that in your Christmas stocking list, guys.
Yes. It's not on the store yet, but put it on your wish list anyway.
Exactly. Fresh Meat's saying that you've used this with with Vegetation Studio, and it was crazy. This is
Crazy good or crazy bad?
I think he says crazy lol. And now he's gone for a smoke.
Uh,
Just thinking about your assets makes him want to smoke. He didn't actually describe what he's going to smoke, but hopefully it's family friendly.
but we'll know in a minute.
There you go. So hang on, the stuff that you're doing at the moment that you've already taken the pictures for, they're coming out end of the year. So Yellowstone is 2019.
Yes, most likely.
Okay, we
I
could
wouldn't say this year, even though I'd love to get it, but probably next year because got to visit first.
coupled with the fact that it takes you 80 hours to do one tree. I can understand.
Hey, that was the K-pop when I was starting back when I was like 18, I think.
Hey man, if I look, if it took you, I don't care how long it took you to make it. If it takes you 80 hours to make something look this good, it's worth it.
Yeah, I agree.
Sanyo's saying he's got a feeling that you worked on the forest too. Did you? Were you one of the artists in the forest?
Nope, unfortunately, no, I wasn't.
You could have been.
I know. I should have asked Lars really get me on the team.
Because, I mean, your stuff looks good enough, man. Looks better, actually, to be honest.
Well, they're definitely a lot more optimized on the Forest. These models are a bit high poly for the time, for that game.
You got LODs on these and...
Yes. Yeah, and they use the speed tree transition thanks to Lars, CTI.
Nice.
So like that little palm that's on the ground. Yeah, right
Yep.
there. That really dense, has a lot of little leaves. When you zoom out from it, all the little extra palm leaves on fronds, they shrink away instead of just popping. So it transfers from, I think it's about 8,600 polys or triangles to 900 without you noticing.
Wow.
So I was like really happy with that. When I saw that work, I was like, oh man, I was very happy.
I mean, look at my FPS. I'm getting,
No,
getting down.
not the banana tree. I'm sorry, the palm next
Yeah.
to it onto
I'm
the
on,
right.
I'm on 54. My FPS is, I've got this crazy amount of detail on the scene. My FPS is not... Oh, here we go, you can see here.
And this is also using the Unity terrain maxed out, basically. Like, I think it's got 50 to 60,000 models, and then a bunch of game objects. That was actually the hardest part about making the demo scene. It wasn't the models getting, the try count not to go over crazy, but it was basically getting the terrain to not crash, because you're maxed out about 64,000. Of course, Vegetation Studio fixes things like that, but I can't include it. So the demo scene had to be using standard terrain trees.
Oh man, we need to have a chat on Skype.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to need to grab you on Skype to just use your brain, suck it out with a big blue straw. Mark, you need a slap. Mark saying we have a Triple Crown winner, so Messi needs to buy this asset for everyone in chat. Please somebody extend their arm and slap Mark. If I could buy this for everyone in chat, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. You need to bite yourselves. Well, BaldinoBoy, I'm shocked, giddy with excitement of your stuff that's coming. I can't wait for 2018. You need to stick a firecracker up your bum, but man, when it comes, it's going to be fantastic. Thank you for taking your time out for popping in and telling us.
Thank you for having me on the call.
No, man, it's a pleasure. Hopefully, we'll have you back in where we can actually have a longer chat sometime, where time isn't an issue. I'm just playing about and running around here trying to find things that I can have problems with. I haven't found anything yet that really is wrong. I mean, you don't need to stick those post-processing on your video. It speaks for itself.
Mm-hmm.
I understand why you
Thank
did
you.
it, but man, you don't need to. It is bloody hell.
Thanks, man. Yeah, like I was saying before, I was never a big fan of the post processing, but I got so many people tell me you have to use post processing, you have to, and I'm like, I don't want to. It's like whoring myself out, using so much post processing.
Yeah, it's wearing a Wonder Bra pretty much, isn't it? And
Yeah.
and a fake wig and eyeliner and eyelashes.
But I'll get a video out for I've been needing to for a while for setting up AFS and also ATG with this pack.
Oh, that would be
So
awesome.
I'll
Yes,
try to get that video, and I'll let you know when it's out.
I was going to ask you about using this with ATG.
Yeah, it's on probably not the best setup for like ATG using VS, but using just the models on ATG, it does work great on, you know, because most people use ATG with Vegetation Studio, but if you just wanted to use ATG, the grass setup, it does work for that already.
Sanya's saying that you need to make another video presentation without post-processing and stick it on the asset store. I would also say that this is probably a good opportunity for you to speak with Adam and get hold of Pegasus. If you haven't already met Adam Goodrich, the guy who makes Gaia. He's got a thing called Pegasus that I played about with last week on the stream. Check the VOD, where you can just make like a dolly track, and your camera will just fly along and make videos for you to with your scene.
Oh, that's cool. I'll check it out.
It was so easy. It was ridiculous. It was an embarrassment that, you know. It was literally just click, 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 job done. And I was like, yeah, but can you speed up? Yeah, you can speed up. Oh my word! So yeah, I think stick a nice fly through on this scene, and there, just show people how beautiful it looks without post processing. All right, buddy. I will catch you on Skype another time. Everyone, say goodbye to BaldinoBoy, possibly the best named person on the asset store. So if you haven't had a look on the asset store, do get hold of this. As the creator himself says, people have told him, you need to buy it, even if you have no use for this in your life. You need to buy this. The best possible advert for the Tropical Forest Pack from BaldinoBoy. Till next time.
But not good for your finances. Thank you, man.
Take care, pal.
Well, that was it for another live dev interview with BaldinoBoy and the Tropical Forest Pack. This is $35 on the asset store with 20 ground cover prefabs, 11 props, 2 photo scans rocks, 15 model trees, 8 ground materials, 2 falling leaf particles that were beautiful. As you could see, this is a really beautiful pack. I fell in love. I look forward to seeing more of wonderful things from BaldinoBoy in the future. And if you do like these videos, click on that big juicy red subscribe button down below to all of your friends and neighbors. The Messy Coder is live on Twitch, www.twitch.tv/TheMessyCoder, and on YouTube. So remember, if you do like it, click it. Till next time.
If you want to see more of my crazy videos, click on the left side of your screen now. And down below, there's that big juicy subscribe button. And right next to it is the magic bell that if you click it, it will tell you if I've got a new video coming out. Till next time.